You are out. Out of the shadows that kept you hidden for so long. Out of the silence that muffled your voice. Out of the prison that trapped your soul, keeping it locked away from the world. Out of the grip of control that tried to hold you down. Out of the place where others dimmed your light just to feel safe in their own darkness. This moment, this very second, is not a mistake. It's not a random event. It's divine timing, like the universe itself is whispering, enough is enough. God is moving. God is speaking. God is bringing truth to light. For years, you carried pain in silence. You cried alone in the quiet of the night, your tears unseen by those around you. You prayed in secret, asking for strength, for peace, for a way through the storm. You smiled through the hurt, putting on a brave face even when your heart ached. You tried to honor people who didn't honor you. You worked to keep peace in a home that offered you none. You built bridges with love and hope, only to watch others set them ablaze behind your back. You poured your heart into loving a family that didn't fully embrace you, that kept you at arm's length, treating you like a stranger in the place you called home. You stayed. You stayed because you believed in love. You stayed because you held on to hope that things could change, that hearts could soften, that understanding could grow. You stayed because you thought if you were just a little more patient, a little kinder, a little quieter, they would see your heart. They would see that you didn't come to take anything from them. You came to give. You came with love in your hands, open and ready to share, but they saw you as a threat. They pushed you away, not because of who you are, but because of their own fears, their own insecurities. Now, the fog is lifting. The lies that were told about you are falling apart. The truth is breaking through like sunlight after a long, dark night. The poison that was spread in secret is being washed away. You are out, and this freedom is not something you stumbled into, it's something God has been preparing for you. Your mother-in-law, the one who caused so much pain, is being exposed. Not by you. Not through arguments or anger. Not through anything you've done to seek revenge. This is God's work. He has seen everything. He saw the way she twisted your words to make you seem like someone you're not. He saw the seeds of doubt she planted in your partner's heart, turning love into distance, trust into questions. He saw the way she used smiles to hide her true feelings. The way she spoke kindly in your presence but whispered cruel things when you weren't around. He saw how she turned others against you with half-truths, painting herself as the victim while you were left to carry the blame. God saw the way she used religion like a shield, hiding her bitterness behind a mask of kindness. He saw the way she made you feel like an outsider in your own home, like you had to earn your place, like you were never enough. He saw the eggshells you walked on, trying not to upset her, trying to keep the peace while she moved freely, unquestioned, unchallenged. He saw it all, and now he is stepping in and not to destroy her, but to set you free. You never deserved the pain she caused. You were made to love, not to be tested. You were made to build a life, not to spend your days defending yourself. You were not the problem. You were never the problem. Your heart was always in the right place, even when others couldn't see it. You tried to love her like your own mother. You wanted her to be part of your life, your family, your blessings. You were ready to open your arms wide, to include her in everything, but she didn't see your love. She saw a threat. She reacted from fear, not faith. From pride, not peace. And because of that, she tried to dim your light. But your light could not be dimmed. You are unbreakable. God has His hand on you. He has written your name in the stars, covered you with strength, and filled you with a love that cannot be shaken. Even in your gentleness, you were never weak. You chose silence when you could have screamed. You chose patience when you could have walked away. You chose to keep loving, even when it hurt. And heaven saw it all. The angels saw your tears. They heard your prayers. They recorded every moment you spent wondering why you weren't enough, why you felt so alone, why your home didn't feel like a safe place anymore. Now, the truth is coming to light. Eyes are opening. The blindness that kept others from seeing you clearly is fading. Your partner, the one who was swayed by whispers and doubts, is starting to see you again. They're remembering the love you share, the heart you've always given them. You don't have to fight to be heard anymore. You don't have to explain yourself or beg for belief. God is speaking now, and His voice cannot be ignored. His truth cannot be twisted. His light cannot be hidden. You are being honored where you were once humiliated. You are being restored where you were rejected. The love that was pushed away is being remembered, and it's happening because of divine timing, not because of anything you forced. God is moving, and He is making things right. Your mother-in-law is facing her truth now. She is seeing herself in the mirror, not one you held up, but one God placed before her. She is feeling the weight of her actions, the loneliness that comes when love is pushed away. She is hearing the echo of her own words, her own choices, coming back to her. This isn't about punishment, it's about transformation. God is showing her what she couldn't see before, not to break her, but to give her a chance to change. She is a soul loved by heaven, but she must be humbled before she can heal. She must face the pain she caused, the damage she left behind. But you are called to walk in peace. You don't need to go back to the prison you've been freed from. You don't need to beg for love from someone who couldn't see yours. You don't need to fight for peace in a place that only offered conflict. Your hands are clean. Your heart is pure. Your future is wide open, ready for you to step into it with boldness and joy. The people who were influenced by her are starting to see the truth too. Some will come back with apologies, their hearts softened by the realization of what they've done. Others will return with tears, wishing they had seen you clearly sooner. Some will offer nothing but silence, but it will be a silence filled with shame, a silence that speaks of their regret. And you won't gloat. You won't point fingers or say, "I told you so." Because that's not who you are. You are love. You are grace. You are the light that never stopped shining, even when others tried to cover it. Your reward is not in being proven right. Your reward is in being free. Free to walk forward without fear. Free to love without conditions. Free to live without the weight of someone else's bitterness holding you back. You are no longer hidden. You are no longer silenced. You are no longer the one they talk about, you are the one they listen to. Your prayers have changed things. Your faith has opened doors that no one could shut. Your tears have watered the ground, and now new life is growing. A new season is here, a season of peace, of truth, of freedom. You are out, and the world is about to see who you really are. The one heaven defended. The one angels protected. The one who stayed silent until God himself spoke for you. This freedom is yours, and it's not just a memento, it's a new beginning. You've carried the weight of others' judgments for so long, but now it's time to let it go. You don't have to prove yourself anymore. You don't have to fight to be seen or heard. You don't have to carry the burden of someone else's fear or insecurity. God has taken that from you. He has lifted the veil, cleared the fog, and broken the chains. You've spent years wondering if you were enough. You've questioned whether you did something wrong, whether you could have done more to make things right. But the truth is, you were always enough. You were always more than enough. Your love was never the problem, oh, it was the light that others couldn't handle. Your kindness was never a weakness, oh, it was a strength that carried you through the darkest moments. Your silence was never surrender, oh, it was a choice to trust in something bigger, something divine. And now, that trust is being rewarded. The doors that were closed are opening. The hearts that were hardened are softening. The lies that were told are unraveling. You don't have to carry the pain anymore. You don't have to live in the shadows of someone else's story. This is your story now, and it's one of freedom, of healing, of light. You've been through a storm, but you didn't let it break you. You walked through fire, but you didn't let it burn you. You faced rejection, but you didn't let it define you. You are stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more loved than you can imagine. God has been with you every step of the way, and He is with you now, guiding you into this new season. The pain you carried is being replaced with peace. The rejection you felt is being replaced with acceptance. The silence you endured is being replaced with a voice that will be heard. You are stepping into a time where your light will shine brighter than ever before. People will see you for who you are, not for who others tried to make you out to be. They will see your heart, your love, your strength. And they will be drawn to it, not because you forced them to see, but because truth always finds a way to rise. Your mother-in-law's actions are no longer your burden to carry. Her choices are hers to face, and God is handling it in His way, in His time. You don't need to fight that battle anymore. You don't need to defend yourself or prove your worth. You are free to let go, to move forward, to live without the weight of her words or her influence. Let God be the judge. Let Him be the healer. Let Him be the one who makes things right. As you walk into this new season, know that you are not alone. The angels that saw your tears are still with you, cheering you on. the God who heard your prayers is still speaking for you, guiding your steps. The love you carried through the pain is still alive in you, ready to pour out into the world in new ways. You are not defined by the rejection you faced. You are not defined by the lies that were told about you. You are defined by the love you carry, the faith you hold, and the light you shine. This is your time. Your time to step out of the shadows and into the fullness of who you were created to be. Your time to embrace the freedom that has been given to you. Your time to walk boldly, knowing that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved. The world is waiting to see the real you, the one who never gave up, who never stopped loving, who never stopped believing. You are out. Out of the pain, out of the silence, out of the prison. And now, you are free to live, to love, to shine. This is your moment, and it's only the beginning. You've walked a long road, one paved with challenges, heartbreak, and silent struggles, but now you stand at the threshold of something new. This moment of freedom, this release from the shadows, is not just an ending, it's a beginning. It's a chance to step fully into the life you were meant to live, unburdened by the weight of others' judgments or the chains of their control. Your heart, though bruised, has never stopped beating with love. Your spirit, though tested, has never stopped rising with hope. And now, as you stand in this new season, you are being called to embrace every part of who you are, a child of heaven, a bearer of light, a soul crafted with purpose and strength. This conclusion is not just a closing of a chapter, it's an invitation to write the next one with courage, with joy, and with the unshakable knowledge that you are enough. The journey you've been on has taught you more than you might realize. Every tear you shed was a seed planted in the soil of your soul, and now those seeds are blooming into something beautiful. You've learned that love, when given freely, is never wasted, even if it's not returned. You've learned that patience, though painful, builds a kind of strength that nothing can shake. You've learned that silence, when chosen with grace, speaks louder than any argument ever could. These lessons, hard won and deeply felt, are now part of you. They've shaped you into someone who can walk through storms and come out shining. They've made you a beacon for others who are still finding their way out of their own shadows. As you move forward, know that this freedom is yours to claim fully. You don't have to look back at the pain unless it's to remind yourself how far you've come. The prison you were once in, the one built by others' fears and insecurities, is behind you now. You don't have to carry the weight of their choices anymore. You don't have to prove your worth to those who couldn't see it. Your worth was never in question, and not to God, not to the angels who watched over you, not to the universe that has been working to set you free. Your worth is written in the stars, sealed in the prayers you whispered, and proven by the love you kept giving even when it was hard. This new season is about rediscovering yourself. It's about remembering the dreams you tucked away when you were too busy trying to keep the peace. It's about rediscovering the joy that comes from living authentically, without the need to shrink or hide. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to shine as brightly as you were created to. You are allowed to love without fear, to laugh without hesitation, to dream without limits. The world needs your light now more than ever. There are others out there, walking their own difficult paths, who will see your story and find hope. They will see your strength and realize they can keep going. They will see your freedom and believe it's possible for them too. Your mother-in-law's story, the one that caused you so much pain, is no longer yours to carry. She is on her own journey now, facing the truth of her actions in the way only God can arrange. Her exposure is not your victory, it's her chance to grow, to heal, to become someone new. You don't need to hold on to anger or bitterness. Those things don't belong in the bright, open space of your future. Instead, you can release them, knowing that God is handling what you could never control. Your role was never to fix her out, to make her see you. Your role was to love, to endure, to trust, and you did that with the grace that heaven itself has noticed. As you step into this new chapter, you'll find that the people around you are changing too. The ones who were swayed by lies are starting to see clearly. Some will come to you with words of apology, their hearts softened by the truth. Others will approach with quiet regret, unsure of how to make things right but knowing they were wrong. And some may never come back, but that's okay. You don't need everyone to understand you. You don't need everyone to love you. The ones who are meant to walk with you will find their way, drawn by the light you carry, the love you offer, the peace you embody. This freedom you've found is not just for you, it's for the world around you. Your story, your journey, your resiliency, they are a gift to others. There are people who need to hear that they can survive their own storms. There are hearts that need to know that love doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. There are souls waiting to be reminded that even in their darkest moments, they are seen, they are heard, they are loved. You are proof of that. Your life is a testament to the truth that God moves, that heaven listens, that light always finds a way to break through. So, what does this new season look like for you? It looks like mornings where you wake up without dread, where the weight of someone else's bitterness no longer presses on your chest. It looks like laughter that comes from deep within, not forced or cautious but free and full. It looks like relationships built on mutual respect, where you don't have to fight to be seen or heard. It looks like dreams coming back to life, like creativity flowing without fear, like love growing without conditions. It looks like you, standing tall, knowing that you are exactly who you were meant to be. You've spent so long trying to fit into spaces that weren't built for you, trying to please people who couldn't be pleased, trying to hold together what was meant to fall apart. But now, you're free to build something new. You're free to create a life that reflects your heart, your values, your dreams. You're free to surround yourself with people who see you, who love you, who celebrate you. You're free to let go of the need to prove anything to anyone. Your worth is not up for debate, it's a fact, written in the fabric of the universe, sealed by the hand of God. As you walk forward, carry this truth with you: you are enough. You have always been enough. The pain you endured didn't make you less, it made you more. More compassionate, more resilient, more radiant. The rejection you faced didn't dim your light, it made it stronger, brighter, more impossible to ignore. The silence you chose didn't weaken your voice, it gave it power, a power that's now ready to be heard. You are a force of love, a beacon of hope, a living reminder that truth always rises, that light always shines, that freedom always comes. This is your moment to embrace that freedom fully. Not just with words, but with your whole being. With your heart wide open. With your spirit unafraid. You've walked through the fire, and now you stand in the light. You've cried in silence, fought battles no one saw, and now finally you can breathe. This freedom wasn't given to you easily. It was earned through tears, through prayer, through holding on when everything inside you wanted to give up. So don't hold back now. Don't play small just to keep others comfortable. You weren't created to shrink. You weren't born to blend in or disappear into the background. You are here to take up space. You are here to shine. You are here to walk boldly in the truth of who you are. Don't dim your light to fit into someone else's shadow. You've done that long enough. You've bent and twisted yourself to be what others needed or wanted, but this memento is yours. It's time to live in your fullness, to speak without apology, to love without fear. Let your light rise. Let your voice echo. Let your truth be known. The world needs you. Not a version of you watered down or shaped by fear. The real you. Your story, your scars, your strength. There are people out there right now struggling, hurting, searching who will read your truth and feel a spark in their own heart. A flicker of hope. A reminder that they're not alone. You may never know their names, but your courage will touch them. Somewhere, someone is watching you rise quietly, without announcement, just watching you stand after everything you've been through. They might not say a word, but they are drawing strength from you. They're learning that if you can keep going, maybe they can too. If you can find your voice again, maybe they're not too far from theirs. That's the power of your journey. That's the beauty of your story. Not because it was easy, but because you didn't stop. You kept breathing when the weight was heavy. You kept showing up when it felt easier to disappear. You kept giving love even when your heart had every reason to shut down. And now, that strength, that quiet perseverance, it's shining like a light in a world that desperately needs it. You didn't go through what you did for nothing. You didn't cry all those nights for it to end in silence. No, beloved. There is meaning in your story. There is purpose in your pain. There is a message rising out of your healing. And though you may not feel like you have all the answers, your story still carries power. Real power. Power that sets others free. So as you step into this new season, do it with boldness. Let your shoulders relax. Let your chin lift. Let your eyes meet the horizon with fresh hope. Walk like someone who knows the truth. You've made it out of the darkness. You've come through the fire. You've endured the storm, and still you shine. Step in with gratitude. Not because everything is perfect, but because you now see the beauty in what remains. You're learning to find joy in the small moments. You're learning to love again, to trust again, to laugh again. That in itself is a miracle. You carry the fingerprints of grace all over your soul. Step in with joy. Deep joy. Not surface smiles, but soul-deep joy that says, I made it. That says, God is faithful. That says, even if I don't have it all figured out, I am no longer where I was. Let your joy be a sound that heaven echoes. Let it be a song others remember when they can't yet sing their own. You are living proof of God's faithfulness. You are the evidence that He still restores what's broken, still breathes life into dry places, still brings light to the shadows. You didn't earn this freedom. It was gifted to you through love, pure, undeserved, but so real. You are not just surviving anymore. You are rising. So share your light. Not out of pressure, but out of purpose. Let others know what healing looks like. Let them see that it doesn't always come in a straight line, but it always comes. Show them what redemption really is, not perfection, but peace. Not a flawless past, but a future rebuilt in grace. Let the world see what freedom looks like. Not loud. Not boastful. But steady. Quiet. Certain. A freedom that doesn't need to shout to be felt. A freedom that glows in your words, your laughter, your very presence. Like this message if it speaks to your heart. If it reminds you of how far you've come. If it meets you in that silent place and says, you are not alone. You are here. You are whole. You are free. And your light, dear one, is needed now more than ever. Don't hide it.